Hi, this is Krishna Merchant, and thank you for joining us for the Corporate Roundup. It was an exciting week with many companies in focus. We'll start with the oil and gas space on ONGC. ONGC has plans to make Western Offshore its production hub. We have with us Pramit. Pramit, tell us more about this production hub and the plans.
Yeah, so ONGC, which is India's biggest oil and gas explorer, plans to establish a near dominance and monopoly in the Western Offshore region. The Western Offshore, which is home to its two biggest fields. One is the Bombay High field, which is a crude oil producing field, and the second is the Baseen field, which is a natural gas producing field. Now, how does it help ONGC? ONGC actually is increasing its production from 30 MMSCMD to 50 MMSCMD in the next 5 years. And while ONGC will be setting up an infrastructure for this, it will also lease out that infrastructure to new energy hunters who are entering the space. Now, this will give ONGC an additional source of revenues. Secondly, ONGC is also planning to take over the soon-to-be idled Tapti infrastructure, which is being currently operated by BG Group. Now, what happens is that once ONGC uses this, it can actually route its new gas, which is coming from its new fields, to its new terminals through this infrastructure, where it won't have to actually invest a lot of money to establish an infrastructure. Therefore, ONGC will eventually make Western Offshore a production hub and save revenue and earn revenues and save a lot of cost.
Thank you, Pramit. Moving on to the metal space, Tata Steel is going to meet its deadline to start operations at its Kalinganagar plant. We have with us Amrita for the same. Hi, Amrita. Can you tell us what is the reason for the delay?
So what they're waiting for is a couple of clearances, both from the state government as well as the central government. This plant being in Orissa requires a consent to operate clearance coming in from the state government. The state government in return requires Tata Steel to submit an amended environment clearance, which the MOE for the Environment Ministry will have to issue. So these are the two clearances that the company is awaiting, while Tata Steel has not really shared a new deadline of by when do they see those clearances in and when they start or plan to start operations. The expectation from analysts is that this would happen somewhere by the end of the first half of this financial year. Now, what makes this plant important for Tata Steel is once complete in both phases, it would mean 6 million tons, which basically means taking Tata Steel's capacity up by 60% from their current 10 million tons.
Thank you, Amrita. Moving on to the banking space, lenders to ABG Shipyard have become aggressive in implementation of the CDR package. We have with us Vishwanath on the same. Hi, Vishwanath. Can you tell us how aggressive and what all they're doing?
Yeah, hi Krishna. Actually, yes, the shipping space per se has been seeing quite a lot of action over the last couple of months. We've seen Pipavav Shipyard already announcing its deal with Reliance Infrastructure. So on the same lines, of course, lenders are pushing for as many strategic investors that they can get in different cases which are under the CDR wing. ABG Shipyard is one of those cases, one of the largest cases that has been in the CDR list over the last couple of years. About 11,000 crore worth of debt being restructured by the bankers there. Bankers are becoming more and more aggressive in terms that they're asking the borrowers, that is the promoter of the company, to bring in another entity, people who have better management skills and deeper pockets, so that they can come in and run the company. From sources, we have also got to know that, of course, there are some issues with the way the promoters are behaving with the bankers in terms of them not repaying their certain liabilities that they're supposed to repay on time, and we're yet to see what happens next. It'll be interesting to see if over the next couple of weeks a buyer comes in.
Thank you, Vishwanath. That is all for the Corporate Roundup. Do stay tuned to livemint.com to get more updates. Thank you for watching.